Welcome from our day 2 coverage here at SEMA. Our first stop this morning is going to be over at Turn Off-Road. As you may have seen in our pre-show coverage, they have some products for Jeeps that we found to be really cool and interesting, and so we're going to check it out now.
So the biggest in size and volume for us is the hardtop. So we do everything from TJ all the way up to JL.
Okay.
So all those applications, 2-door and 4-door. We have a lot of slant back, kind of like this, and then square back, a lot like factory. Benefits to those are that they're a lot more robust, stronger, they don't fade. It's just kind of like a hardtop on steroids. And then now we actually have panoramic moonroofs in there that are removable and vent.
Is that similar to what I'm looking at over there?
Yeah.
Can we go over there and take a look at it?
Definitely.
This looks more like it was made for a Bronco, but is it?
Yeah, so this is our Bronco top chopped down for display, but it just kind of is to give you an idea of what you're looking at with the glass. So basically, this is what you see when you're inside the vehicle. These pop up so you can vent it out and then pull back down, and then these pins all remove. And if you want to have more open air experience without removing the entire top, you can take the panel off, pop it in the back. We've got a little bag for it, and then just roll without that as long as you'd like to.
That's awesome. And these all attached to the factory mounting points on the bottom.
Yeah.
And I see it's got some kind of a...
Yeah, so that's actually designed to absorb noise. So it's a lot like what's used on speaker boxes and things like that. So a lot of the noise that's in a Jeep is kind of ambient noise that comes up through the floorboards and things like that, tire noise. So that's designed to make it to where it's not just bouncing around your cab, it absorbs it rather than echoing it.
So this headliner, is this standard with the tops?
Yeah, this is our standard headliner. We also have headliners that are 6mm foam, a lot like what you'd see with C-Deck. That also helps with insulation and noise, canceling.
And to keep the heat out of the cabin as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So how much weight are we looking at in terms of something like this Jeep? Like how heavy would that top be?
That top without the glass is probably about 120 pounds. With the glass, each panel adds about roughly 15 pounds. So, do the math there. It's about 155 on that one.
Okay.
And then actually I didn't even point out on these hard tops, we also have this track here. It works as a rain gutter, but behind this is logistical track. So you can cut sections, and it's so that you can put a roof rack up there without having to come down to your frame or your A-pillar. They're strong enough to where they can just support the rack by themselves.
Awesome. So is this something that's available for sale right now?
Yes. Yeah.
And what is the price point on it?
So this top is $4,000, and then all the way back down, our TJs are $2,500. So it just depends on the application, how big it is. 2 doors are cheaper than 4 doors, but it's just kind of makes sense the way you would think it would as far as pricing.
And these are shipping now?
Yeah, shipping is free directly from us, or you can order it from any of our distributors, and it's also free shipping from them.
Awesome. So I understand you guys are based out like in the Inland Empire area, like Southern California?
Yeah, we're in Riverside. Our production facility is down in Tijuana. We got 40 guys and 70,000 feet just cranking out hard tops down there.
Awesome. But I'm seeing that you guys are also making rocker guards now and bumpers and things like that. Can you tell me a little bit about those?
Yeah, so all of our rock sliders are frame mounted. So basically they bolt directly to the frame. And then if you are a guy that likes to weld things on, you can weld them for added strength, but you don't need to. So they actually are designed to support the weight of the vehicle. We also have our inner fenders. These are easy to miss because they're color matched, but these are our fenders. They're aluminum. Front and rear bumpers and tire carriers.
Awesome. So on the rocker guards, are those just direct bolt-on, or is there any cutting that you need to do or any drilling?
There is drilling, but rather than having to know how to drill and tap a hole, you just can drill the hole. We provide self-tapping bolts. So when people think of a self-tapper, they think of a little 1/4-inch screw, but these are big, hefty M12 bolts that actually thread into the frame and are designed to thread into that kind of steel. And then each one has about a 10,000-pound pulling force, and there's 6 of them per side, so they're not coming out.
And then it looks like, to me, you guys are reusing some of the factory bolt points underneath the frame rails as well?
Yeah, it's really nice because those factory points obviously add strength, but they also index it so you can't drill the holes in the wrong spot.
Oh, nice.
So they make install a whole lot easier.
Perfect.
And this version is kind of designed as a high clearance, and then you also have the added benefit of the step right there.
Right.
Especially snow or mud, that keeps you from slipping when you're getting in and out.
Sure, if you can see up here, it's actually cleated, which is really cool, both for the front and rear doors. And how much are a set of these?
I believe those are $7.99 on our website.
And these are shipping also?
Yes.
Perfect. And how about the fenders?
So fenders are actually prototypes. They'll be coming out like first quarter of next year. Price around on those will be around $700 for the set.
Perfect. And let's take a look at the front bumper over here. I see this is like a stubby or a shorty front bumper. Do you make any other widths or just that width?
Yeah, so pretty much all of our bumpers are stubbies. We just like it better. But they're all high clearance. All come with skid plates, accommodations for fog lights, and come with a winch plate and accommodations for that. And everything comes power coded.
And how much does this run?
So that one is $7.99.
Perfect. And you said you had a rear bumper as well?
Yeah. Right now, we do not have a bumper-mounted tire carrier. We have our separate tire carrier that bolts to the body and our bumpers. So again, all high clearance. We kind of take it and we go around the frame here, but we bring the bumper up. So coming off obstacles, you're not limited to that distance downward.
Right, so if you take a look down here, where most bumpers would actually have you come down below the frame rails, they're actually giving you a tighter version of it higher up by making this little notch point right up here, and it's still offering quarter panel protection as well. And then the tire carrier, which is separate, which looks like it replaces the factory hinges.
Yes, yeah. So this is based on, we have a Bronco tire carrier that's one of our most popular products. Brass hinges, so you don't get any sagging like with a rubber hinge. We found that when it's hot, those will sag down, don't close very well. So super robust. Inside there is 1/2-inch steel that bolts to the body, so just a really strong way to mount a big tire.
And how much is this?
So that is, I believe, $700 again. So yeah, figure $700 for just about everything.
How about the rear bumper? Is that $700 also?
Yeah, that one's also $700. So you're looking at $700, whatever you want to do.
Fantastic. How about, is there any other products that I should be aware of that you guys make and sell?
Yeah, I'll show you guys. So this is our Molly lock system. We have a bunch of Molly panels coming out for the inside of a Jeep. Rather than just giving you a Molly panel and saying figure it out, we have a whole system to mount Milwaukee pack outs. We have a quick release like hose or rope mount, shovel mounts, and then nice baskets just to store things for if you're overlanding, everybody can use more storage in a Jeep. So, and then we actually have these switches for powering external lights, and what didn't make the show is lights that actually index into here, so you could light up the inside of your Jeep and control it with a switch that's in the Molly panel.
And so where would you install something like this?
So a lot of people will, basically what we'll be coming out with early in 2026 is overhead Molly panels, rear cargo area on the sides, just so that you don't have this rattling around while you're off-roading. It's secure, it's mounted, and there's a place for everything.
Awesome.
Yep. Oh, and then one more thing I wanted to show you guys. So this is our high mount storage system. So basically what this is it is a box that sits up in the hardtop out of the way and then drops down with a gas strut, and you can store all of your recovery gear, anything else in there. It just makes use of a space that's not normally used for additional storage in the back of the Jeep.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah, so this is something that we actually debuted last year, and we spent this entire time making sure that it doesn't rattle, operates well, operates easily, everything like that. So it's been a longer project for us, but worth the wait.
That's awesome. Well, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So there's actually one more thing I want to take a look at here. I saw it on the table twirling around, and Cole, can you tell me what I'm seeing?
Yeah, so these are our 21 plus Bronco portals, but we will be developing these for Jeep next year. Around mid-year is when we're hoping to launch them. But yeah, all 70-75 aluminum, hardened, 4-year design, super robust, and we've tested the crap out of them. We're still doing it, and just developing a really, really strong, really, really capable portal. with only an 11% gear reduction, so you can still drive it on the highway, very streetable, but also helps with off-road and bigger tires.
So are there any issues, or have you addressed things like the speed sensor? Will it still be able to read off your dash?
Yeah, so speed sensor, everything works, no issues there. Comes with brake discs. You reuse your factory calipers, and yeah, everything works as it should. You're just 4 3/4 inches taller.
So you could basically run a set of 37s, 38s on your factory axles using your factory suspension, is what I'm hearing from you.
Yeah, so on this 392, there are prototype portals. Those are 42s, that's stock suspension.
Awesome. And so you can take your factory wheels, the bolt pattern will be exactly the same as well, the 5-on-5?
Yeah.
Okay. So now the big question is, everyone who's really into portals, you know how spendy they can be. What kind of price point will we be looking at?
We're looking at under 12K for these portals for the set of 4.
That's like half the cost of what the other guys are doing, and you know it. So I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah, we're really excited for them.
Awesome. This is not a drone. I'm standing here with Josh over at ARB, and as you can see, they've got a brand new winch for a lot of vehicles, including the Jeeps that you guys are driving. Josh, can you tell me about what I'm looking at here?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have the ARB winch available in a 10,000 pound and 12,000 pound option. The big feature here is the contactor is built in. So there's no external control box. Everything is built into the actual winch itself, which means you can fit it in a vast array of different bumpers and different shapes and sizes. All the standard other features that you'd expect, of course, synthetic rope, wireless controller, all come as standard with the ARB winch.
Perfect. And so I see there's no wired connection for the controller. It's all remote.
It is wireless, but you can also plug it in as well.
Okay,
so a bit of redundancy built in there. Also included with the winch is a 500 amp isolator switch. So a little bit of extra security there to help protect from anyone trying to do something a little bit wrong. Also key to point out, we have a gearbox mounted brake. So a lot of winches use a cone friction brake, which causes a lot of heat through the drum and can damage your components and your rope. Having it gearbox mounted means we remove that heat from the drum. It also means we get 100% loading as well. So there's no shunting or moving as that friction brake engages and disengages.
That's awesome. So in regards to the control, I assume that's Bluetooth?
It's actually wireless. Really important, it's a 2.4 gigahertz wireless. So what that means is you're not going to get any interference from other mobile phones, other accessories throughout the vehicle. So it's really nice.
That was a question I wanted to know, just in case. That's awesome.
That's been some issues in the past with some other brands, so we definitely knew that we needed to have that secure connection between the two, the wireless remote and the winch.
So I see this is actually kind of on the wide side. Do you know if this will actually fit between the frame rails of a Jeep?
Yeah, 100%. Yep. So confirmed fit on Jeep JL, I should say.
Sure.
And then of course in all of the ARB bumpers as well.
Now the real question everyone on our audience is going to want to know, how much are these priced at?
Yes, the big question. So the retail price for 10,000 pound is going to be $1,369.
Okay.
And $1,469 for the 12,000 pound.
That's not bad at all.
Correct. Yep.
And are these available now?
Now we're taking pre-orders here at SEMA.
Okay.
They're going to be shipping early 2026.
Thank you very much, Josh. I really appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Look at this thing. I know these aren't Jeeps, but I'm super impressed. There's a Super Duty on top of 2 Super Duties, and because they have what's called liquid spring suspensions, there is no sag in the back at all. So I'm stopping here over at Diabolical because I see a lot of Jeeps with the security deck for the trunk and other things as well, and I wanted to check it out. So Gary here is going to show us what we're looking at.
This is the base model for a JL. This is your base kit. It's like an erector, so you can build it as you need it. So it does fold up. It locks up. Now, if you do have to haul something bigger, you take this back panel out here with these pins. You pop these pins out, and anything that fits in the width of this, you can put in the back of your Jeep. Now this, like I said, is an erector set, so you can add to it.
Sure.
You have a 4-inch riser, 8-inch riser, stand corrected, with options for 3 different size locations for your doors. That do come slide right on out. Now, this is a lock slide out door for the JL. So you don't have to have the whole enclosure. You can have just like you want to lock this in.
So this is below the security deck.
You can add this below security deck, or
Okay.
you can just run this because this bolts to factory mounting points.
Okay.
You don't have to drill any holes. This is strictly factory mounting points.
Oh, onto the floor.
Yes.
Got it, okay.
The D-rings on the bottom of the floor.
Got it, okay.
Then you have 2-door options as well. This one, more or less is a JL. This is where you're focusing at.
So I'm looking at this deck, and obviously you can store things on top of it, strap it down, keep
Yep,
it
that's
from
what
sliding
we have
around.
this for.
Perfect. How much weight can you carry on top of this?
200 pounds.
200 pounds. Nice. So what kind of price point am I looking at just to get started?
You're starting probably right around 12 to 17, depending on what you want to do.
1,700.
Yes.
12 to 1,700.
Yes.
And it comes with all the Molly panels
So the
on
mauling
it?
panel is an add-on.
Okay.
So it's like add-on is what you need.
Sure.
So you start from scratch and then add on to it. It's just like when we do our Jeeps.
Right, so the base model would not come with the mat, would not come
No.
with the Molly. Okay, so the base model just for the security box itself is 12 to 1,700. And then how much would it cost to add on these extra
The
pieces?
mats, topography, you're looking at 4.
Okay, and then the Molly panel you said was how much?
4.
Okay.
4.
And then how about some of these other options? So what kind of price points are we looking at on them?
7 on the 8-inch, 350 on the tray.
Okay.
Then JL slide floor.
Slide floor, this complete drawer is 1,700.
Okay. And these are all available?
Yes, on our
now?
website.
And shipping?
Yes.
Perfect. And
Again, it's American made. Everything's
That's-
made right here in the States.
that was the question I was about to ask next. Made in
everything-
America.
And it's also made by a veteran. He engineered it himself. He is a Air Force vet.
So we actually have something here for the Gladiator as well. Gary's bringing that right now.
So this replaces the Mopar plastic box they have with a metal one, and it opens up towards the front seats.
So this is,
instead of trying to fight it where they put theirs back this way, we put ours this way.
and this would go underneath their rear seats.
Goes underneath the rear seat. It opens both sides like this. It is deeper than Mopar's.
Okay.
And then you also have access for the jack, but then you can also add like a third storage space by putting this pipe in.
Cool. Very nice.
And you're looking at about 1,400. Yes.
Okay. Gary, thank you so much. I really appreciate
Not a
your
problem.
time.
Thanks, Eddie.
You guys, if you need storage solutions, Diabolical is what you want to be looking at. I'm over here at Quake now because they have a taillight that we saw outside on a Gladiator and on a Jeep Wrangler, and so I wanted to learn a little bit more about it. So can you tell us what we're looking at here?
Yeah, what's going on, guys? So really happy to introduce our new flush mount taillight. Everyone obviously that wheels on the trails don't like the taillights from the factory on the JL that stick out. So ours is a really nice molded unit. It literally sits inside of the pocket, so there's 0 protrusions coming out from it. So it has a nice sequential turn signal on it. When you hit the brakes, and something that we're really excited about, it actually has that little window underneath the taillight. And what that does is it shoots a projector out of it, and so you'll see right there on this line, it projects onto the ground at night and puts a stop bar behind you when you're fully on the brakes. When you have your turn signal, obviously it's going to flash in the direction that you're going, so it just creates a little bit more visibility. The reverse light as well, it's a little miniature light bar, so it's essentially the equivalent of a reverse cube light in the bumper without having to wire that in. It is compatible with your blind spot monitoring system as well.
That's what I was going to ask next.
Yeah, and when you first turn on the running lights, it has a cool little startup animation. Kind of the lights go up and down and stack. It's tough here at SEMA to display all of that, given that we have to disconnect the battery, but Yeah, really happy with the way it turned out.
That's actually a lot brighter than I was expecting. Is it always going to be in the sequential, or can you change the pattern on it?
You know what? We actually wanted to give people the option. So out of the box, it's going to steady blink, and if you want to activate that sequential, it's super easy to do and still plug and play.
That's awesome. And what kind of price point are we looking at on that?
Yep, so for the JL and JT, you're looking at the $500 price point, and the JK model has less electronics, is a little bit more affordable, so around the $400 price point.
Awesome. And are these available for sale now?
They are available for sale, so go to your local off-road shop or go to our website, quakeled.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Grant. Really
Awesome.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
So, okay, I stopped over here at what's called the Headrest Safe company, and the reason why is they have a unique product that interested me anyway for multiple reasons. And I'm here with Todd, and he's going to tell us about what I'm looking at.
Yep. So the Headrest Safe is designed to go on the passenger seat. So this is your driving position from here, and you would reach across, pop open the lock. It's got a biometric fingerprint reader, and you have about 10 inches of space inside the headrest. This particular version is called the Slide, and the entire thing comes out. So now you can take the contents with you into a hotel or wherever, and they're always secure. We have 3 different models. We have the Slide model, and then we have 2 models that are just static. So they're just going to be static models like this. This one's a little bit smaller. Same thing. It's got a closure with a magnet. Locks. Always sell them in pairs. So you're going to get a safe and you're going to get a companion. So you got a safe and a non-safe. You buy them in pairs, and they're all the pairs are going to retail for under $400. Just go to www.theheadrestsafe.com for any more information, and we'll be able to help you out.
And are these available for sale now?
Absolutely.
Okay, so the question I would have right off the bat is, what is to prevent someone to just pull off the headrest and take it with you?
So it's designed to fit on any headrest, any 2-post headrest. The only variable is the dimension between the posts. This is fully adjustable.
Okay.
So once you get it sized and you get everything you want, you put this little toggle bolt on one leg, and now once you drop it in the seat, and when someone tries to take it, it's going to lock.
Got it.
Now you can get to this if you can get inside the safe to take it apart.
Sure.
But it's designed for the only person that can take this apart is someone that has access to the safe.
Clever. So you guys can totally use your imagination on what you could use something like that for. Our audience is mainly the Jeep guys. We have Wranglers, Gladiators, and I can see a lot of guys being interested in something like that.
Yeah, the Jeep guys are really, really good because there's really, with soft sides or no doors, there's really no place to securely lock anything. This is a very simple solution. We sell a lot to Jeeps. We know exactly what size posts they have and everything because, and we've gotten into the duck world because we had to learn about the ducks. So, but the Jeep world's been really good to us, and it's been a very good application for
Awesome.
Jeeps.
And I'm sorry, one more time. So how much is this one again?
The Slide is the most expensive. It's $399 retail.
Okay.
And then the Compact is $349. And then there's a version that looks more like a truck seat, and this one's $379.
Okay. Perfect. And they're available only in black and tan, or?
No, we make about 8 colors, and they're not all available in all the colors, but we have 8 different colors.
Okay.
And if someone requires or would like a swatch, they can call us and we can send them a swatch as well.
Okay, perfect. That was quick and easy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Todd. I really appreciate your time. 2 down, 2 to go. Be sure to check back with us tomorrow for our 3rd day here at SEMA.